promising freshman wide receiver Mike Matthews has told Hayes Fawcett of On3 that he intends to hit the transfer portal. Although as of Sunday afternoon, when we're taping this, his name is not in there. Now, Mike Matthews filed that paperwork right before the deadline on Saturday. And of course, there's a 48-hour kind of grace period where he could potentially pull back that paperwork. So right now, we're looking at a timeline of potentially Monday, maybe early Tuesday of when his name could pop up, if it does pop up. Now, the portal window, when we talk Tennessee, has been relatively pain-free. But this Mike Matthews development, that would sting a little bit. Tennessee fans, before we get into this video, you guys do me a favor and smash the subscribe button to the On3 Recruits channel. All right, you guys all know wide receiver Mike Matthews, ranked as a 5-star plus prospect. What's a 5-star plus prospect? That's when the entire industry agrees that Mike Matthews was a 5-star. He was the number 26 overall recruit in the nation, and it was the 2024 recruiting cycle. We're in 2025. 2026 is up next. So remember, Mike Matthews, he was a top 10 wide receiver, number 6 overall. He was great. And last season, Matthews played for Tennessee. We saw him in 11 games, had just 7 receptions for 90 yards and 2 touchdowns. All total, Matthews played 199 snaps this season. So even though a hamstring injury early in the year slowed his progress, there was a lot of promise. He generated a ton of buzz this spring. You guys on VolQuest know all about the Mike Matthews reports. Now the question is, do we ever see Mike Matthews' name in the portal? And what is actually going on here, right? Let's think about it. Why would Mike Matthews be putting his name in the portal? Is this a playing time / system issue? Or is this a renegotiation tactic in the era of NIL? What do you guys think is next for Mike Matthews? That is the question. I'm skeptical right now that we ever see his name in the portal, similar to Boo Carter, right? Boo Carter had intentions to go in the portal. Less than 48 hours later, he announces he ain't going anywhere. So let's say he does hit the portal, though. Mike Matthews does hit the portal on a Monday or Tuesday. Does his recruitment give us any indication of who could be in play or where he's going? So if we go back in time, remember who was in this. Now, of course, Tennessee landed him. They signed him. He actually committed to Tennessee right here on the On3 Recruits channel, and he did so in July. After July, we really never heard anything from Mike Matthews in terms of going back on his decision. I don't even know if he took any other visits besides to Tennessee, but let's go back to that recruitment and see if we can get a hint on where he could end up. Remember, there was 3 other teams, mainly. Of course, everybody in the country would have taken Mike Matthews, but in the end, there was 3 teams that were really in it for him besides Tennessee. You had Georgia, right? The in-state Bulldogs, the team to beat early on. You had Clemson Tigers. And to be honest with you, back in February and March, I thought early on that Clemson was going to be where he ended up. Then you also had the USC Trojans. Now, they're in a little bit of a different situation now. But those 3 were the teams that tried to sign him away from Tennessee, ultimately did not land him. So you wonder if he does hit the portal, could one of those 3 teams instantly emerge as a favorite? What do you guys think? Now, let's assume that Matthews stays in the portal. That means Tennessee will have lost 13 scholarship players. Defensively, they lost contributors Jason Jenkins. Now, he flirted with the portal a year ago. Christian Harrison and Jalen Smith. Now, they went to the portal before Tennessee's playoff game with Ohio State, whereas Mike Matthews just kind of beat the buzzer there and put his name in right at the end. Offensively right now, Matthews would hurt, but the biggest loss has been Squirrel White. He had 131 receptions for over 1,500 yards in 3 seasons in Knoxville. In total, Tennessee has 5 receivers in the portal. If Matthews ends up there, plus they lose Brew McCoy and Dante Thornton to graduation. So all in all, that is a lot of production. Now, what do you guys think? First, I want to know, why do you think Mike Matthews is hitting the portal? I kind of laid out some reasons. Is it playing time / scheme, or is this a renegotiation money play? Also, do you think this is the last time we see Matthews in Tennessee Orange, or is he coming back? Let me know. These are crazy times that we're living in. Talk to me about this Mike Matthews development. Do you think that he's playing for Tennessee next year, or do you think he'll be elsewhere? And if he is elsewhere, where? Let me know. Comment section below.